Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to the 100 Loves Voiceplay podcast. This is a series of videos, of Halloween videos, that I will be putting out in the whole month of October. Or I'm gonna try. So, this one is the most recent out of Voiceplay. And it is Hide and Seek. Ding dong, hide and seek. That sounds really weird to say it that way, but anyway. So this one was made very, very famous by Lauren Paley, who is a TikToker. She's really, really good. She's known as the Stairwell Siren, if you will. So go look her up on TikTok. You can probably also find her on YouTube, I believe. She probably has some stuff on YouTube. Sorry if I sounded a little bit back there, because I had to just readjust. Anyway. So Lauren Paley is the collaborator on this one. Super, super amazing, amazing singer. Oh my goodness. She's beautiful. She's absolutely beautiful. She's beautiful in looks and beautiful in voice. So, so this one was interesting because, interesting enough, being a Patreon, at this certain level, you get to get a, more of a behind the scenes look at what goes down. Give me a minute. And this one I did not expect. I knew that people had been talking about it, and, I would be like, oh yeah, that would be really cool for them to kind of do that. Mainly because Jeff Bass, Hide and Seek, oh my god. Anyway, so then they did the thing. But I wasn't expecting them to take the video concept that they did, was not expecting them to match it up with Haunted Mansion. But it makes perfect sense. It's a perfect blending of those two elements together, because it's like Haunted Mansion, hide and seek, ghosts, it's just creepy factor. So, good job, Lane, on that one. And the makeup, oh my god. Don't take Jeff's makeup. Here's what I want you guys to not do, okay? Do not take a screenshot of Jeff in the video and then take away every light element in that photo, because you will get nightmare fuel. You will get something that will terrify you for the rest of your life. And there are other pictures that I have from a live stream that they did. Again, Patreon perk. You can only get that if you're on if you're on Patreon, so I highly suggest signing up. But oh my god. Whenever my friends send me that before I'm about to go to sleep, I'm like, why? Why would you do such a thing? Why are you scaring me like this? But anyway, it's nightmare fuel. And Lane is Hatbox Ghost. Oh my god. So much black food coloring. Ugh. Anyway, but yeah, very well done. The special effects in this, holy crap. The lighting, the effects. And then I had heard that they had a lot of equipment issues. So then that kind of made filming a little bit more of a challenge. And then Hurricane Ian came in and, basically swept Florida into the sea. Very, very terrible, terrible thing. They still have to rebuild. It's just terrible. And I am just glad that when Lane managed to go out to Nashville to work with Lauren, they managed to get him back in time before the hurricane had hit, because it was scary, you guys. I mean, I live in Canada, so just watching the destruction happen on every news channel was just awful to bear witness to that. But thank goodness everybody was safe. A lot of people they had very minimal damage. They had power out for a while. So then that kind of put a pause on production for the final production thing, because he couldn't edit anything because he had no power. But once it did come out, they were like, thanks for supporting us. And it's like, of course, it's like, you can't mess with nature, guys. It's like, you can't fight nature. So, we're just glad that you guys are safe. You guys are okay. Nothing really got super damaged. I would hope, that kind of thing, because that's always difficult. It's very difficult, to deal with that. But, yes, this video, amidst all odds, it turned out to be amazing. So we have Caesar as Madame Leota, or Madame Ciota, as we call him, because he's fabulous. Who's a pretty girl? He's a pretty girl. We have Jeff as the caretaker, the old caretaker that, had probably should retire but can't. And then we have Ellie as Alexander Nitrokov. So he is the dynamite dude. The dude that's standing on the dynamite and it's about to explode. If you're in the stretching room at Haunted Mansion at Universal or at I wouldn't say Universal. At Disney World, Disneyland. He's dynamite guy. Let's say that. He's just waiting before his keg explodes and he dies. They did want him as Mr. Gracie, but they didn't go for it, I guess. Because Lane just is like that. He wanted him to be a Russian ambassador. And the character acting, once again, Ellie's accent is fun. It's super fun. Lauren is creepy, as she should be, because she's doing her stairwell siren, but she's also adding a little bit of that ethereal, kind of creepy vibe to her voice, making it a lot lighter, and it's like, oof. And, Caesar as Leota, yes, just amazing. And so I was listening to it when they had first released it. They didn't release the video to us, first. For patrons, they sent it out, the MP3 first. So I'm listening to this blind, and I'm like, oh dear God. I'm like, okay, well, first it starts out with Jeff's bass, obviously. And then Lane comes in with, ding dong, I know you can hear me. And I'm like, I'm like, dude, no. Please, no. And there's just a lot of voice acting and a lot of creepy vibes that set me off. And I'm like, ugh. I'm glad I'm not, listening to this during a power outage that we had at work. Scrubbing toilets in the dark is scary enough, but also scrubbing it to hide and seek with creepy voices playing in my head. Yeesh. Yeah, Ellie's performance is super, super fun in that one. And, Caesar does amazingly well. And then there's Jeff. He comes in with, I hear your footsteps. And I'm like, really? You can hear me all the way in Florida, hearing my footsteps? Well, that's impressive. You got supersonic hearing. And then, he says, I hear your sharp breaths. And I'm like, don't breathe. He can hear. Don't breathe. And, then they gave him kind of more of the creepier lines, like, I'm looking underneath your bed. And it's like, I mean, I'm okay with that. If you're looking for me in my closet, if you're looking for me under the bed, I'm fine. I'm good. I will gladly play this game of hide and seek with you. It'd be fun. And then near the end, Lauren does the creepy hurry back, like the little Leota. And that, again, happens at Haunted Mansion, depending on which one you go to. And just the hurry back. It's so creepily awesome. I love it. I smiled because it's like, oh, that just takes me back. It's just kind of like a, reminiscent moment for me that I'm like, I remember going on that ride for the first time in my life. Got to ride it twice. Just the best moment that I had ever been able to do. And then there's a laugh at the end. And I'm like, I'm like, no. I'm like, this is not cool. This is not, that was not something that I was expecting. But the video production and the effects, oh my God. This is why I say, come on to Patreon, because you get to see so much more of the behind the scenes and even behind the scenes that happens if you're at a specific tier. And you just get to see how the magic happens and how it happens. The final product is nothing compared to what goes on behind the scenes. There's Caesar's head is levitating. there's ghosts all over the place, and they were voiced by none other than Elizabeth Zarhoff, aka the Charismatic Voice, on Instagram and on YouTube. So I did not know that she had lent her voice in this one specifically. And once she had said that she was a part of it, I'm like, what? No. And then I looked, and I'm like, oh my god. I'm like, that's her. I'm like, what? So, very, very good. Very well done. And then just to see after they premiered the thing, just to watch the views just explode. It was like at 24,000 within like the first hour. And I'm like, Jesus Christ. I'm like, this is just absolutely amazing. So, very well, they're very well deserved of all of those views. Views, they mean a lot to them, but, their support more so on Patreon is always just the thing. So, I encourage you guys to, even if it's $1 a month, you're getting these amazing, amazing videos. And it's just the work and the time and the makeup and the man hours and the equipment that they're using. It all adds up and it makes an amazing, amazing experience for everybody. And, yes, it's just, this one is just absolutely amazing. I cannot say it enough. I've been listening to it on repeat 4 days. And I don't mean 4 days as in like the number 4. I mean like forever. It has been just on repeat. It's been in my Halloween playlist. I have to update that thing, of course. But yes, it's an incredible, incredible video. And to know that they had recorded with Lauren separately, and then they brought her into the video was just awesome too, and made her as Constance. That's what I forgot. So let me go into, I'll give you the character list here. So we have Ellie as Alexander Nitrokoff. We have Lauren as Constance Hatchaway, the ghost bride, if you will. We have Caesar as Madame Leota, Jeff as the caretaker, and Lane as the Hatbox Ghost. And, oh my god, I can't get over his makeup. I can't. The makeup creeps me out so much. But so well done. It's creepy, but it's enjoyably creepy. So it's like, I enjoy it, but I'm like, oh god. I'm like, I'm gonna be seeing that picture in my nightmares. And it's just like, no, I don't want it. I do not want it. But yes, just an incredible, incredible job done by everybody. There's so many elements that I have to pay attention to. So it's like, with repeated viewings, it's like I just catch up on things that I've never seen happen before in that video. And I am just always so happy just to know that it's like, my money is going towards that. My money is going towards the challenges of video production. And just seeing how Lane's brain works, in a sense, is just, it makes me admire him ever so much more for that, because it's just to think and dream up that kind of a concept and just to blend the two together is just, it's just amazing. So I'll put a link in the description for the original video so you can see it for yourself. Watch it a couple hundred times. And, I don't know what's cooking next. I haven't really heard much. I haven't seen much yet. So, I'll try to keep you guys updated. So there we go. I think this may be the last episode of the Halloween episodes that I will record. So I hope you guys enjoyed the Halloween series. Go back if you want me to do more. I will definitely try to do that for Halloween next year. I will see. There's plenty more that I can go into. So, yeah, I will keep up with that. Maybe if this is a huge hit, I will keep up with these. And I will see you guys in the next one. Take care and stay spooky. See you.